Historical documents can teach us a lot about the past. We can learn about changes in society and read about issues relevant to our past. For part 2 of the Noel Archives team coverage, Furman Garlington tells us about LSU Shreveport's history. The Almagest has been around since the school was founded and continues to be an organization on our campus today.
Well, we have the student newspaper, the Almagest, which goes all the way back essentially to 1967 when the university was founded. And it's one of the few items that we have on campus today, publications of that matter, that go all the way back to the origins. Issue. This was volume 1, number 1, October of 1967. They say the fall enrollment for that year was 807. Which was our very first year as a campus.
The debate over LSUS merging with Louisiana Tech is not a new topic. The Almagest wrote about this topic in the February 1994 edition of the newspaper.
There is a letter from the editor of the Almagest. The Almagest editor at that time was a young lady by the name of Cindy Rowe, and she is indicating that there is talk of a merger between LSUS and Louisiana Tech, and that it deserved much consideration.
Did you know that our school used to create a yearbook each year? Mr. Garlington uses these yearbooks to study the changes in society from the 1960s to the 1980s.
Yeah, all of the men have ties in the 1960s, hairstyles, and the ladies are dressed quite formally and so forth. And then when you move to the one from 1974, you're going to see quite a difference. The hairlines are longer, the dress is not as formal, reflecting how society is moving from a more formal, traditional way of conducting this business to a more casual, contemporary, or laid back. We used to have a Mr. and Mrs. LSUS. I guess this was Miss LSUS from either 1979 or 1980. Many universities no longer do yearbooks because of expense and cost, and I would imagine logistics as well. So when you're dealing with a lot of large universities, anywhere from 10 to 15 to 20,000 students or more, it gets a little more complicated to create a yearbook that's going to encompass everybody.
Be sure to check out the Noel Archives when you're in need of information for a research project. Signing out for the Almagest Student News, this is Rainey Graff.